green mask, yellow mask, we were having a discussion of the mount, and we were discussing how to maintain it safely. In the prior videos, we discussed how to use grapevine effectively, what are the do's and don'ts of the various mount positions, how to transition from the low mount to the high mount safely. And now let's talk about how to hold and dominate the high mount, which is probably I mean, it's the number one go-to. It should be your goal when you get to the mount to try to move into the high mount and then hold that position and dominate from there. So, as a quick review, we said that when we were in the low mount, that you should try to avoid connecting to the upper body here, okay? But once we move into the high mount, which I defined as when my knee is above the elbow, that now it is safe to dominate the position. So a couple of things that we should talk about here is, can I get bumped? Yes, I can get bumped. It's not nearly as strong as when I was centered with the pelvis, okay? So it is still a possibility, and I still don't want to ignore it. So, and to totally negate it, I want to pick a side to dominate, okay? And I'm going to make myself, instead of looking straight at the yellow mask, like this, I want to be off the midline where I'm looking at the shoulder. So I got two shoulders. I can look at either one. So which one do I pick? I want to pick the one that not only will kill his upa, but will also kill his elbow escape. Now, most people have a favorite side that they do their elbow escape to. Yellow mask, which side do you prefer to do the elbow escape? He likes to go to this side, okay? So I want to take that away from him. I'll bet you if this is, let's say this is a 10 in his ability to do elbow escape, maybe this one's a 7 or a 6. Most people have a good side and like a butter side. So this would be his butter side. Now, how do I know that that's his side? Am I just going to ask him? I'm going to use the Jedi mind trick. So when I get in this position, I'm going to pick and be off a little bit. And you can usually tell even when you're in the low mount. But like, let's say I'm in the high mount here, and he starts to go. As soon as he looks, okay, he's looking. As soon as he looked to that side, I know right now, as soon as he looked, that this is his side. Even before he starts to turn, usually, if you stare, yes, he's going to look at it, or he can just watch his eyes. He's going to look towards the side that he wants to do elbow escape. So as soon as I see that, he starts to look to that way. Okay, so cupping the head, all right, rubbing the top of the head, and I'm going to start to turn his head the other way, and then make shoulder pressure, and make him look away. Can you elbow escape to that direction now? No, right? So I'm forced, he's going to elbow escape anywhere. He's going to elbow escape to this side, okay? So now, it's already hard, but to make it so that it goes from being hard to impossible, I'm going to dominate this elbow. This elbow is the key. Okay, so yellow mask don't take all the pressure off. If you do an elbow escape to this side, well, I see it, it's called an elbow escape, right? You use your elbow. He needs that elbow on the ground, okay? And this elbow is actually also very important when you do the upa. So you kind of do an upa to this, yeah, so you can elbow on that side, right? So by picking this elbow off the mat, it will kill not only the elbow escape, really help kill the mount, the upa from the mount here. So I'm taking his head away from the side that he likes to do his elbow escape. And then I'm going to start to dominate, get in here and dominate this elbow, lift it off the ground. It's super important. And like I said, my weight is distributed over his shoulder. So, yellow mask, can you bump me to this direction? Can you bump me to that direction? Pretty hard. So can you do an elbow escape to that direction? Can you do an elbow escape to this direction? Not really. See, it's total domination of the position. So now, for completeness, let's discuss some things that maybe you shouldn't do or try to avoid. So one of them would be something that a lot of people do. So let's say that I'm here and I'm head and arm, and he gives me a really hard bump to this direction. this, right? That should be avoided. Okay, be like, what? What? I need that. I have to do that for balance and because things are get bumped. But look what happens here. Okay, so let's say I'm here. I have a head and I have the elbow, and he used to bumps hard this side. I just let go of his elbow. He now has his elbow, right? So now he can start doing his elbow escape because I let go of his elbow. So it's sort of like playing chess here. I had two choices of pieces that I could use to block this attack. I could use my bishop or my rook or whatever. And like sometimes it's better to use the other piece, like this is the wrong piece to use. Yes, it stopped this move, it stopped the bump, but it made me susceptible now to the elbow escape because I let go of that elbow. So what should you do instead? Well, if you're picking this up correctly, he won't have a very good bridge, okay? But let's say for a second that he's Kevin Randleman, all right, the late great Kevin Randleman, or he's somebody who has an awesome bridge, okay? So the yellow mask has a really ferocious bridge here. The thing to do instead is go ahead and bridge, is to use my head, okay? Use your mask to make the bump. Keep going, make the bump, make the bump, make the bump, make the bump. And if I had to, I could even put that up in there. So, remember, because the grapevine is designed to kill the hook. So, at no point, though, was I willing to let go of that arm. I really didn't want to do that. Now, we'll talk about when you have to. Sometimes you will have to, okay? But the ideal situation is here, here. Get your body weight off to the side. Try to go to the other direction. Nothing. So try to come towards me. Usually, if you pull up on the elbow, there's nothing. But if you have to, go again. Head, okay? And if you have to, hook. Okay, don't let go of this. All right, now let's get back to a little bit. Okay, so, all right, now, last situation. What if he's like super steroided up and he's got this unbelievable monster super bridge, okay? And even though I was here like this and I was starting to work the elbow, he bumped really, really hard, and my instinct was to come to here. Okay, I felt like I had to. It was the only way to hold the position. What should I do now? What you should do now is I should pick him up and drop him. Okay, and you can do that just by having a good bite on the shoulder. So I give him like an attitude adjustment. And it also resets the position. Okay, so we're here. He bumps. I felt the need, like I had to do that. Making a bite here, pick him up, drop him, and then here, back to the elbow. You know what I mean? Off to the center line. And here we go. So now there's nothing.